So now we're finally prepared to actually go to the event itself. In this episode of Road to Worlds, we're going to be talking about stuff that you have to bring to the event before you actually go there. The first thing, which is very obvious, is bringing your deck. Do not forget your deck. Also, don't forget to memorize your deck list, like I said in the previous video, because you will need that during the competition. Now, you don't have to bring your one and only deck. You can bring as many decks as you want. You can play with them casually before the event, after the event. If you're going to be going for Buddy Fight or Vice Schwartz, don't forget those decks either. It is always a good idea to write down your deck list beforehand when you're going to go in, if you have been given the deck registration sheets. Otherwise, just wait for the event itself. But it's always good to make your deck list beforehand, just, for convenience sake. And like I said, as much space as you have, bring as many decks as you want, basically. Now, obviously, you should not forget to bring your playmat, as while they will support you with the paper playmats during Worlds, it's always nice to have the rubber ones, to have your own stuff. Some people don't play with a playmat, but I feel like it's always better. So if you have a playmat, just bring it with you. Something that I feel is pretty crucial is to not forget to bring extra sleeves. If you use double sleeves, then don't forget to bring extra over sleeves. If you use just single sleeves, then don't forget to bring extra single sleeves. Like I myself never use single sleeves, I always double sleeves everything. So I always have like 5 packs of double sleeves always ready for my disposal in case the judges go like, oh, your sleeves are dirty, please change them. Because if they're dirty, they might think that they're marked, and then you might get accused of cheating, and nobody wants that. So just have an extra pack of sleeves always with you when you go to an event like this. Now, because you're going to be going to a pretty big event, you might be staying at a hotel for the night, but either way, you're going to need some money. Don't forget to bring some spare cash, whether it's for food or for drinks or for random stuff you want to buy. Maybe they're selling singles or figures or something at the event. Like you never know, it might be during an expo or something. So always bring some spare money. Don't forget to bring some food, a drink, well, a couple of drinks obviously. You don't want to dehydrate over the event. And yeah, just make sure you have some spare cash with you all the time. When going to an event like this, it's always a good idea to carpool with some friends or take a train or a bus, but it's always better to go together. So try to maybe talk to people from your locals, see if they have any spare. If there's somebody that's going by car, ask them if they have a spare place, and then you can all just throw some money together for the gas price, and then yeah, you can carpool together. It's always better. I always carpool with my friends, it's much more fun. So yeah. Now, something that I really want to point out, the events are long, and there's going to be a lot of people in a pretty small, cramped space most of the time. People are going to sweat, and it's going to smell. For the love of God and everyone at the event, please shower. Seriously, this is such a big problem with gaming events. I recommend you watch Sky Williams's video about hygiene and like gaming events, because it says everything that I want to say right now. But please bring shower gel, bring soap, a toothbrush, all that stuff. Just take care of your hygiene. Don't smell. Honestly, it's not fun when you're playing against someone and you can smell the horrible smell. Just for everybody's sake, please shower. And no, deodorant will not save your day if you do not shower. If you smell and you're just gonna spray deodorant all over yourself, you're still gonna smell the same shit. So shower and then apply deodorant. It's still a good idea to bring some, but just please shower. Obviously, since you're probably gonna wanna contact your friends or you might have a 3DS, bring chargers for whatever you might need. Like bring your phone chargers, 3DS chargers. If you have a 3DS, always bring it and keep it on for street passes. That's always a good idea. I always have my 3DS with me. So always bring your chargers, don't forget that. You don't want to end up with like no phone and then you get lost from your friends who you went carpooling with and then you can't find them and then you're stuck. So make sure you bring all the chargers you need. Don't forget that kind of stuff. Like no matter where you go, you always bring chargers, so this trip is not an excuse not to bring them. Another important thing is make sure that you arrive before the event starts. Just because the event starts at 10 AM does not mean you have to arrive at 10 to 10. Arrive at like 9 or 8:30, so you're there, so you've registered, you can walk around, talk to people. The most important thing about these events, I feel, is making friends, because everybody there has the same interest in you as you. Why not take advantage of that and just meet everybody, make some friends? It's awesome. So if you come earlier, you're probably going to meet some other people that came earlier, and then you can just talk to them, chill, play some games, train before the event. It's always a good idea. You might meet some really skilled players that can give you some last minute advice. So honestly, just please arrive early, because chances are if you arrive late, it's going to be too late and you're going to miss registration, and then you're not even going to be able to participate. So nobody wants that. Always a good idea is to bring your trade binder. either for selling or for trading. Yeah, obviously if you have enough space in your bag, but it's always a good idea because everybody that goes to the events usually has some wants, some trades, so you can always, you know, make some profit or get rid of what you don't need or get some cards that you need yourself. So don't forget your trade binders. Make sure you don't fill it up with commons and rares because that's very annoying for everybody. I mean, you can have some rares or some commons that you think are valuable, like Cat Butler and stuff like that, but don't fill them up with completely useless like random triggers or like random commons from latest packs that everybody like nobody needs. So like don't fill them up with random stuff, but do bring your trade binder. And that's basically all I would say you really need to bring. Make sure you've got like clothes, make sure you've got like enough, like if things go wrong, make sure you have something to get out of that stupid situation. Like, I don't know, if you wet your shirt, then you have a spare shirt. And like I said, make sure you take care of your hygiene. Nobody wants to smell, and nobody wants to be caught smelling either. When preparing for the event, make sure you maybe check through this video, because I think I mentioned everything that you really need to bring. So make sure that you brought all the stuff that I've listed, because they will come in handy. And like honestly, if you forget your deck, then that's game over. Like, you're gonna have to ask somebody else. If you forget your playmat, that's not such a big deal. Like for German qualifiers last year, I did forget mine, so I had to borrow one from a friend, but it's alright. Like, if you have a friend that can lend you one, it's fine. Or you can play without one if you don't value your sleeves that much. But that kind of wraps up the essentials. I mean, you can bring some other stuff like gum and whatnot, random food, music for the card trip, you know, all that kind of stuff. Although be careful about bringing other card games like Yu-Gi-Oh decks or Cypher decks or ZX and stuff like that, because some organizers do not want to see games that are not by Bushiroad at Bushiroad events. I know that in Paris, like, you can actually get told off for playing Yu-Gi-Oh in between rounds or something like that, so check with the people that know the organizers maybe to make sure that you don't get told off for playing games that are not Bushiroads, so, you know, just in case. But that wraps up the video on what you should bring to the event. I hope it helps you guys out, and tell me what you guys think. Did I forget anything? I'm pretty sure I've got everything that is really essential. What else do you guys bring to these events that I did not mention? I myself like to always have a lot of music on my phone to play during the car ride to the event, because usually like 3-4 hours of driving. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned for next episode where I tell you guys how to act and what to do at the event itself. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.